Hi everyone. This is, I want to say my 6th night playing Tex Murphy for the Pandora Directive. And I am on day 4 in the game. So last time on Tex Murphy, I caught a guy who I thought was, can't even remember what he's called anymore, but the serial killer guy that's been running around killing people. He was about to kill this nightclub dancer. Stopped him from doing that, fortunately. But when I was fighting him on the roof of the giant clown building, I vaguely remember the killer dropping something, so I'm going to check out what the killer may have dropped. Fortunately, despite the fact that Rusty's gags, jokes, balloons, and games shop is a crime scene, the door is still unlocked. Wait, there's a secret door here? Forgot about that. Oh, it's just an alleyway entrance, I guess. And I can't go back through it. I guess that might come in handy at some point. Maybe. Alright. So, there's a thing on the roof, I think. Let's check it out. Bum-ba-dum, creepy masks. Yes, I want to climb the ladder. Alright, so... was over here. Took these stairs. Went down. And we fought... somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. What is it? It is a tracking device.
It's a tracking device. Maybe Horton stashed the box he stole from Emily's apartment, was planning on using this to locate the box later. This operates the way most tracking devices do. The sound it emits will speed up the closer I get to the target.
Okay.
There's too much interference up here for this thing to work. I better take it down to the street.
Alright, I will do that. Tex Murphy says, take it down to the street. Alright. So where's... how'd I get up here again? I don't really remember. I came through the building, but where's the staircase that I came up? Ah, is it this thing here? Yes, I would like to climb the ladder. Okay. You know, I probably could have just used the travel button. I always forget you can do that and go places instantaneously. but whatever.
The tracking device should work fine down here.
So you say.
What's the tracking device?
It is getting faster. Maybe I need to go down here. Okay, it's slowing down. So... Aha!
Wonder what's hidden inside this wall. The brick looks like it should come loose, but I can't get my fingers under it to move it.
Good thing I have this chisel. Alright, I have found the thing.
Whoa. A small device is attached to the box. I'd better take a closer look before I do anything rash.
Maybe a decent idea. Flyborn. Oh boy.
Oh, it's a Claiborne mine. I've read about these. To deactivate it, the red photons must be transferred to the left, and vice versa for the green.
Oh great.
They're transferred by using the small shuttle that has 3 black stripes on it and is now on the red side. The transfer chamber must be powered by a red or green power cell, which is lighter color than the others. Red or green photons can be in the same chamber and in the shuttle, but if there's more of one color than the other, it creates an imbalance, and the shuttle won't transfer.
Tech seems to have learned a lot about this particular kind of mine. Okay. Oh, so I have a limited number of free moves, huh? Um... Core cell required. Okay. Alright. I have moved some red ones over there. Now let's move some green ones over here. Alright, so there's not going to be... It needs to be completely loaded before I send them, I think. So... It's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna have to switch some around, I think, multiple times. So... Well, actually, let me see... No, you need to fill it completely. Oh, so the light green one. Or the lighter ones. Okay, so you need to switch off with the lighter ones in order to send anything over. But I am out of free moves, so I think I'm gonna load my game. Okay.
Whoa. A small device. Oh, it's a Claiborne mine.
Okay. So I'm gonna need... You always need to have the light one in there in order to make a transfer. And we're trying to move all the reds to the left and all the greens to the right over time. Imbalance. Okay, not sure what I've done wrong, but I'm gonna at least try to get this with the amount of moves it's asking for, just because I'd like to do that for at least some of them. Since there's no way in hell I'm gonna do it for the puzzles, for the jigsaw puzzles.
I've read about these.
Okay. Alright, this is a little tricky.
Whoa.
Alright, if I miss this any more times, I will probably just not worry too much about getting it within the allotted number of points that I need. Right, it's gonna say it's an imbalance. Okay. Alright, this is the last time I'm loading. And after this, I'm just going to mess with it until I get it and not worry about the number of moves.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, red on the left, green on the right. Yeah, it's too many. Yeah, it's too many. Alright. Alright, I keep...
Whoa.
Okay, my problem is that I continuously forget
Oh.
which side is which, so I'm going to write that down so that that doesn't happen again. But at the end of this thing, I want... At the end of this thing, I want red to be on the left, and I want green on the right. Okay. Imbalance. Um, nice. Got it. Didn't get it in the allotted number of moves, but I got it. So I have this box now.
This box has holes drilled all over the top. I'll need to find whatever goes in those holes in order to get this box open.
Alright. Guess I should probably go talk to Emily about it. So I think I'll save, even though that was a less than perfect solution to that puzzle. I'm just not going to get any of those puzzles within the time they want, but that's okay. I'm kind of okay with that. Alright. That's right, go through the side, right? Actually, why don't I just travel?
Come on in. Glad you came by. Hope you didn't have any problems with the cops.
No. Nothing serious.
You want a drink?
Sure.
Bourbon. Straight up, right?
Right. How'd you guess?
Physiognomy. It's a hobby of mine. You can tell almost anything about a person by their facial features.
So I guess I have a bourbon face.
Something like that.
No, you can't read in my bourbon face.
Listen, Murphy, I've got to apologize for the other night. See, that note that Emily got shook me up pretty bad. Though, I didn't want her to know I was worried.
Well, don't sweat it. I guess I kind of have a distrustful face. Of course, that'd be your department.
Well, I do want to thank you. You saved Emily's life.
So she's okay?
She's pretty rattled, but she isn't hurt. If you'd come in any later than you did. She's upstairs, sleeping it off.
I'm fine, Gus. I couldn't sleep anymore. Gus told me what you did. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I guess we cut it pretty close, but I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks.
Listen, Emily, it's not too much trouble. I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Come on, Murphy. She's been through enough already. Cops grilled her last night. Let's let it rest for a while.
It's okay, Gus. I owe him. A couple more questions isn't gonna hurt me. Go ahead, Tex.
Why are we looking at Tex's face? Alright, I am going to ask you about... Thomas Malloy.
Thomas is my husband.
Pardon me for being stupid, but let me get this straight. You're Thomas Malloy's wife?
Yeah, we were married about a year ago.
So where's your husband?
I don't know.
Well, do you have any idea why he doesn't want you to know where he is?
No. He just said it'd be better for me. Safer for me. I honestly don't know why he left.
Alright. Tell me about this puzzle box of yours.
The man who attacked you last night took something from your apartment. Looked like a small box. Do you know what it was?
No. I mean, I don't know what was in it. I couldn't figure out how to open it.
How'd you get it?
Well, Thomas sent it to me. I don't know why anyone would want it.
How did it arrive?
Through some delivery service. It was wrapped in plain brown wrapper.
How'd you know Thomas sent it to you?
Well, I recognized the handwriting on the outside of the wrapper.
Tell me more about this wrapper.
It was just plain brown paper. I threw it out, I guess. I don't know where it is.
Okay. What else should I ask you? Oh, this newspaper photo.
This is Thomas, all right. I'm so worried about him. He doesn't look well, does he?
Nope. How about Tyson Matthews?
I really don't know too many people around here.
How about the Bay City Mirror?
I'm afraid I'm not much help.
How about Crazy Gary?
I'm not very good with names.
How about Autotech?
I haven't heard anything about that.
How about Lucia Purnell?
Sorry. Did you ask Gus?
How about the NSA?
I heard Thomas mention that, but I don't know much about it.
How about Mac Malden?
He was one of those cops that questioned me. He smelled like soy sauce.
How about you, Emily Sue Patterson?
It's not a very glamorous name. When I make it big, I'll change it to something more exciting.
How about Lucy Love?
Oh, that's just a silly name Gus came up with. He didn't want anyone around here knowing my real name.
How about Gus Leach?
Gus is an old friend. He's always taken good care of me.
How about Nilo?
He's the pig that works at the Ritz Hotel. When Thomas was staying there, I used to go visit. Nilo always made me feel cheap, the way he looked at me.
How about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
I'm not very good with names.
How about Zach Williams?
I really don't know too many people around here.
How about Clint Eastwood?
Oh, I met Clint. He has a chocolate stand up at the Coit Tower. He always gives me samples for free.
How about Rook Garner?
Sorry. Did you ask Gus?
How about Louis Laments?
Louis owns a diner down the street. The stew and... I don't remember.
How about Chelsea Bando?
I think she's the girl who works at a newsstand across the street.
How about me, Tex Murphy?
I haven't heard much about you, except that you're a good PI.
Well, thank you. How about this box? I'm going to offer it to you.
No, thank you.
Okay. I think I've heard enough.
Actually, I'm feeling really beat. I'm gonna go back to bed. I'll see you guys later.
She's a real trooper, isn't she?
Yeah. Murphy, I really owe you. If you ever need a favor, just name it.
Thanks. Keep that in mind. Right now, I need as much information as I can get about Malloy.
I'll tell you what I know.
I'll just ask you everything. Thomas Malloy.
If I knew where he was, I'd tell you. But I haven't heard from him for almost a month.
Brown paper wrapper.
I think I threw it out in the dumpster behind the club. It might still be there.
Nice. Emily Sue's puzzle box.
I checked out the box Emily received, but I couldn't figure out how to open it.
Dag Horton.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Newspaper photo of Malloy.
Yeah, that's Malloy. Looks like it was taken recently.
Tyson Matthews.
I don't know him.
Bay City Mirror.
I read the paper. It's about the only mutant-run publication in the city.
Crazy Gary.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Autotech.
Don't know. Sorry.
Lucia Purnell.
Doesn't sound familiar.
The NSA.
I've heard it's the most powerful agency in the government. A couple things Malloy told me made me think they're after him for some reason.
How about Mac Malden?
He was one of the cops that questioned me and Emily. Can't say much else about him.
How about Emily?
I think she's gonna be okay. She's pretty resilient.
How about Gus the Leech?
Let's talk about something more interesting.
How about Nilo?
I don't know him.
How about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
Doesn't sound familiar.
How about Zach Williams?
I don't know him.
How about Clint Eastwood?
Emily has a weak spot for chocolate, so we've gotten to know Clint pretty well. He's a strange one.
Yeah, remember that time you talked to an empty chair? How about Rick Garner?
I bought a few things from the pawn shop when I was decorating the club. Bargaining with Rook is like removing a splinter.
How about Louis Laments?
That's the big guy who runs the diner, right? Seems real friendly. And he makes some tasty grub.
How about Chelsea Bando?
I gave Chelsea a complimentary membership. She's the kind of person I like to have in the club.
How about me, Tex Murphy?
You seem like a decent guy. I think we'll get along fine. As long as you keep your hands off Emily.
Okay. So I'm done with you. I'm going to exit to the alley so I can find that brown wrapper you told me about. Hopefully that brown wrapper is dropping some sick beats.
That looks like it could be the brown paper wrapper from the package Malloy sent to Emily. It's snagged up on the light post, though.
Okay. I'll need to retrieve it somehow.
The brown paper doesn't seem to be in here.
No, we know where it is.
Every time I'm close to a dump... the brown...
We know where the brown paper is, Tex. We just need to find some way to get it. Aha, maybe this could help.
Looks like a metal rod. Maybe an antenna.
Alright.
Yeah, the antenna isn't quite long enough.
Not long enough.
This antenna isn't busted. I might be able to extend it. There we go.
Alright, now it's long enough. I'm guessing. I now have this note thingy.
Oh, there's no return address or name. But there has to be something here that will give me a lead to Malloy. Maybe I need to take a closer look.
Alright, I could use that photo analyzer thing that I have. Let's see. Brown paper wrapper. I want to combine. So, visual analyzing apparatus with the brown paper wrapper. Alright.
So, the microdot on the wrapper contains a PB meter number. Probably some kind of postal code. Must identify which post office the package was sent from. Now I just need to find someone who would know which post office that is.
Who would know that? Maybe Rook or someone who would get or send a lot of packages?
So, you saved the girl at the Flamingo and caught the man who attacked her. So I suppose you think you're some sort of a big shot.
I'm gonna give some mock humility.
No. I'll still be as humble and down to earth as I've ever been.
Oh, that says a lot. Now what do you want?
So, can I just ask him about... Oh yeah, PB meter, whatever.
I don't know a thing about it.
Alright. You were less helpful than I was hoping. Let's see. I don't know, maybe I should go back to my office. Maybe your office is the one place. I can just walk up these steps anyways, so...
Uncle Sam wants to see you.
Oh man, this isn't about those parking tickets.
Shut up.
All right. My new acquaintance is a good deal less cordial than the police were earlier. I'm thrown into the back of a black Avatar speeder. A few minutes later, we fly into the industrial sector and land by a familiar building. Autotech. I'm led inside, straight to Jackson Cross's office.
Welcome, Mr. Murphy. Please make yourself comfortable. Do you know where you are?
I'm a little nervous about this. Can I... Yes, save my game. Right. I'm talking to Jack Cross. Do you know where you are?
In your office?
That's correct. Do you know who I work for?
I'm gonna narrow it down.
Well, I'm not sure. But it's probably an acronym.
This guy's a real joker, isn't he? Mr. Murphy, did you ever hear of the Graham Act? That's an executive order that was enacted about 40 years ago when the United States was having trouble with terrorist groups. It gives our agency carte blanche when dealing with internal security matters.
Sounds good.
So don't dick with me, Murphy.
But I'm
I'll
a
pull out
private
my
dick.
gun and blow your face off.
Oh. Alright. Well, I guess I'll get to the point then.
Well then, I guess you work for the NSA.
Bravo. Give the man a big cigar. Now to the next question. Do you know why you're here?
I'll make a good guess.
Might have something to do with the guy who fell off the roof.
Your actions contributed to the death of an NSA agent. Not to mention the small matter of interfering with an NSA investigation. Now you've got 1 minute to tell me all you know, or you'll find yourself the latest victim of the Graham Act.
Graham! Watch out! A poisonous tyrannical government. I guess I'll tell part of the story.
A girl hired me to find out who was stalking her. I kept an eye on her place. I saw your guy in her apartment. I chased him to the roof. He pulled out a gun. He tried to shoot me. We struggled and he fell.
We've known for some time that high-level drug deals were going on at the Fuchsia Flamingo. That night, a shipment of euphoria was to be delivered.
Shipment of euphoria.
We had our agent at the girl's apartment to make the bust. Her life was never in any danger. You screwed up. I know that you're still holding something back. What is it?
I guess I'm gonna pretend I have come clean.
Jeez, I've told you everything I know and then some.
So that's it. There's nothing more you want to tell me about.
I'm gonna let you in on this box I have.
Oh, well, there is one more thing. Your agent found a small metal box at the Flamingo.
So you do have it. You should have said so in the first place. Now, do you want to tell us where it is?
I'm gonna hand it over. I don't think these other two options will go well for me.
I've got it right here. Take it.
So you beat us to the box. You impress me, Murphy. I'm gonna do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Get this pukehead out of my office.
Pukehead.
I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Bum 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 bum. Thanks. Thank you, Sting.
Yeah, this is good. You can drop me anywhere along here.
We will.
That NSA agent literally dropped me off.
The NSA thugs are courteous enough to drop me off back at the Ritz. When I get to my apartment, I notice the door is slightly ajar. The government boys probably spent some time in my office looking for the box. Hello.
I hope you don't mind. The door was open.
Well, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
Nice place you got here. Decorate it yourself?
No. My housekeeper just started on Prozac.
Have a seat.
Well, thank you.
So, aren't you gonna thank me?
I just did.
You pulled my chestnuts out of the fire the other night, didn't you? I didn't get a chance to thank you because you left so quickly. I want to know why you did it.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
I'm sure you have women doing all kinds of crazy things just to get your attention.
You don't know me very well, do you? When a woman pays attention to me, generally I'm so stunned, I don't do anything about it.
I doubt that very much. So you drink bourbon, huh?
Yeah, I can afford it.
Yamas.
Yamas. Sounds Greek to me.
That's Greek to everybody.
I knew that. Mm-hmm. So, Ms.
Madsen. Regan Madsen. But I'd prefer you call me Regan.
Okay, Regan. You can call me Tex.
That's not your real name. What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Texas.
Sorry. I gotta know somebody pretty thoroughly before I come clean on that one.
Well, then, maybe you should get to know me pretty thoroughly. So where's the box?
Box. Yeah, I got lots of boxes. What size do you need?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not.
You like to play games, Tex. So do I. What's your angle?
I don't have an angle, Miss Madsen. My business is my own. I don't have a partner, and I don't like small talk. You're a very beautiful woman. Extremely beautiful woman. But that doesn't make any difference as far as I'm concerned.
Tough, too. I have a proposition for you. First of all, you should know, I didn't just stumble into this part of town by accident. I've been looking for somebody.
And who might that be?
Thomas Malloy.
I gotta find out about this guy. He knows all the beautiful women in town.
He's my father.
Oh.
I heard you were asking around about him, and I thought I'd see what you found out.
You said something about boxes.
Still playing the game? My father sent out several boxes lately. The NSA was closing in on him and he started to panic.
Sorry, petting my cat.
I'm not exactly sure what was in the boxes or however many he sent out, but whoever finds all those boxes is going to come into an ungodly amount of money.
So what's your proposition?
I've already got one of the boxes. You give me the one you have, and I'll cut you in.
All right, my cat just bit me.
Help me locate
Probably
the
means I
others,
should stop
and
petting
we'll
her.
have more money than you ever imagined. That's my proposition, plain and simple. You'll probably want some time to think this over. Why don't you call me at this number when you're ready to talk? Don't lose that number, Tex. I think we'd make a perfect fit.
Well, Regan Madsen sure knows how to make a first impression. Question is she on the level? There's no way to know if she's really Malloy's daughter or if she knows any more about the boxes than I do. I wonder if Fitzpatrick has any knowledge of the boxes, or Regan for that matter. There's a lot more involved here than just tracking down an old friend, and I'm right in the middle of it.
All right. So I had a thought. One guy who might know about postage codes is my friend at the police station, Mac Molden.
What can I do for you, Murphy?
So I'm going to ask you about the PB meter, whatever.
That's the code for the post office in the Mission District.
Mission District, eh? Cool. Is that all I need? Maybe it is.
I land my speeder outside the post office Mac referred me to. The counter help fails to live up to its name, but a professional loiterer working outside seems to recognize Malloy in the photo. For half a pack of smokes, he suggests I check out several boarding houses in the area. After pounding the pavement for over an hour, I arrive at a quaint brownstone called the Garden House.
The Garden House, eh? Let's check out this Garden House.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
This sounds like the kind of person I want to tell a little white lie to.
I'm looking for my Uncle Thomas. You see, we lost him last week.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna be gracious.
Well, thank you. So, is he staying here?
You say his name is Thomas? No, there's no one by the name of Thomas staying here.
I'll show you the photo.
Here's a photograph of him.
Oh, heavens, yes. He moved in last week. Such a nice man.
I'll be patient.
Well, I know he seems very nice, but he's really a sick man. You know, nuts. He's got a terrible case of Murphy Bar syndrome.
My goodness, he seems so lucid.
I'm going to agree reluctant. Well, I guess I'll delineate the symptoms. I don't know.
Yes, it's a strange illness. The only symptoms are an irresistible attraction to boarding houses, and of course, compulsive lying. When he has a relapse, it's like pulling teeth to get a straight answer out of it.
I'm so sorry.
I will break down with grief.
No, it's just so hard to see Uncle Thomas turning into a horrible zombie of a man.
Wish you, my nephew. Your uncle's not in right now, but I'll let you into his room. You can wait for him up there. Okie dokie?
Okie dokie. Alright. I'm going to save my game. Alright, so what can I find around here? First of all, there's this book.
A book of puzzles. Maybe it has some word searches in it. I love word searches.
You seem to love all kinds of puzzles, Tex.
A collection of the Bay City Mirror's daily anagram puzzles. If I ever really get stuck on an anagram, at least I've got a connection at the newspaper.
Cool. Alright.
Looks like a business card.
Everlock titanium safes. Good, a new number to call.
Cosmic Connection magazine. I seem to remember Fitzpatrick saying something about this. I remember Fitzpatrick telling me about the Cosmic Connection magazine. Looks like a sci-fi rag to me.
Alright.
These drawers look searchable.
Empty. What do you know?
Nothing to find. These. Nothing to. It's an envelope addressed to someone named Elijah Witt. A disc. I'll bet whatever's on here will get me a lead. I can run it on the computer back at the office.
Okay. Cool.
Nothing to find here.
Right.
Soft. Nothing to find.
Okay. Cool. You have thoroughly searched the desk. Okay, think. Let's see, is there anything on the mantle? Doesn't look like it.
Looks like the closet door. It's all locked up.
Does he keep a key hidden anywhere? Doesn't look promising. Alright, well. Time to go, I guess. Alright. I guess I can see what's on that CD by going back to my place. How do I get around this stupid thing? There we go. Enter security code now. I don't have the security code. Did I miss something? It's probably written down somewhere in his place. Oh, wait a minute. Was this here before?
This pair of jeans wasn't here before. I guess Malloy must have come back and then left again.
Nice.
This warehouse address is 54 Front Street. That's in the waterfront area.
Alright. Cool. So do I just keep his jeans? Can I put them back? Oops. Receipt. No. Huh. Doesn't look like I have his jeans anymore. Alright, but I have that address, so I can probably go there now. Waterfront warehouse. This doesn't sound sketchy at all.
Dr. Thomas Malloy, I presume.
You're NSA, aren't you?
No, sir, I'm not NSA. My name's Tex Murphy, and I'm a private investigator. I was hired by a friend of yours.
I don't have any friends, Mr. Murphy.
Well, what about Gordon Fitzpatrick?
Fitz. Good old Fitz. I wonder why he sent you after me.
Are you all right?
Give me some water, will you?
All right, Thomas. Hope you're doing all right there, bud.
Thanks. I've led an excessive life, and I'm afraid the bill is coming due. Now listen, Murphy. What I'm going to tell you could help Fitzpatrick continue my work. The only catch is I'll put you in the same danger I'm in.
Don't let that stop you. Danger's a little like Jell-O. Always room for a little more.
Ever hear of Project Blue Book?
Sounds familiar.
Have you ever heard of Roswell?
Yeah. About 100 years ago, there was an apparent UFO crash, and the government came out and said it was just a weather balloon.
A weather balloon? It was no damn weather balloon. It was a spacecraft.
All right, calm down, Mulder.
The Roswell incident was the greatest disinformation campaign of all time.
So what was the connection between Roswell and Project Blue Book?
Well, Roswell is where Project Blue Book became Project Blueprint.
Ah.
Now, you probably never heard about it, seeing as how you're still alive.
That's true. I've never heard
Why
of
do I
those
have
things.
a feeling you're about to lower my odds in that department? Do you mind?
In 1947, an alien spacecraft crashed in the desert outside Roswell, New Mexico. The wreckage was taken to the Air Force Base nearby for testing. And of course, they were looking for weapons.
Of course.
Sounds like the military hasn't changed too much. If you don't mind me asking, Doctor, how do you fit into all of this?
In 1984, I came on board Project Blueprint. My job was to carry on the work of deciphering the hieroglyphics found in the spacecraft. Anyway, in early 1996, word of a breakthrough spread throughout the complex.
What Wizard says?
Now, apparently
Aliens.
someone had discovered that one
Also,
of the
is
alien
there
instruments
going to be a
could
payoff for
generate
Tex
minute quantities
the fact that
of
Tex keeps tapping his
antihydrogen.
cigarette on that flammable...
The big boys in Washington were ecstatic.
container.
Now, if you remember, the desert standoff was in effect, and we were looking for a technological edge over the Middle East bloc.
The Middle East bloc,
in
eh?
the palm of our hands. But unfortunately, as you know, things went very wrong.
That's the understatement of the century.
Well, the military was in such a hurry, they didn't take time to do any testing. Instead, they started a political incident, then proceeded to bomb the hell out of the Middle East.
Yep. It's called the Iraq
Greatest
War.
snafu in history.
Now, after the war, I left the military, but I managed to smuggle out all my notes and other important items from Roswell.
Panda Space Dan says, hopefully this is the end of the game.
Continued
Text
my
just explodes.
Okay, Malloy, don't move! I said freeze! Don't be stupid. Put it down! Look, I'm supposed to bring you back alive, not in a body bag. Think so. No! Back off! Back off!
My orders were to bring in Malloy alive. But I guess that doesn't apply to you, does it?
Oh, in that case. You mind?
Clever move there, Tex. Clever move. Day 5. The Pandora device.
I'd found Malloy just in time to watch him take a bullet. I wasn't sure whether that qualified as solving the case or not. Either way, I had to tell Fitzpatrick the bad news. He comes by my office, and I fill him in on what's happened. Second agent opened fired.
No!
Killed him. I barely got out of it alive. So for the next few minutes, I relate the events that led up to finding Malloy. But it's clear that his death is only part of the reason for Fitzpatrick's reaction. He's been withholding information from me since the beginning. Now it's time to find out what he knows about Malloy's work.
An unfortunate turn of events. Extremely unfortunate. Well, I guess this brings our partnership to an end. What do I owe you?
I think you owe me some details.
To what do you refer?
Look, Malloy was onto something big. He was just about to tell me until someone turned him into a corkboard. I want to know what happened. But most of all, I want to know what's going on here.
No, don't get into it. Forget this business. Take the money and walk away.
It's too late. I'm already involved. Now 1, possibly 3 NSA agents are dead. And for some strange reason, they're going to think that I'm involved with all this. And even if I wanted to drop out right now, the odds are they're going to find me and fill me with so much lead, they're going to be able to use me as a pencil. But aside from that, Malloy was onto something big. And those boxes are the key.
You know about the boxes?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that puts a different light on things, doesn't it? Well, if you insist on staying with this, becoming involved, as you say, I've got to be able to be sure that I can rely on you, trust you. You know, this isn't the kind of thing that you can sort of dabble in and then back away.
Well, normally I do have a little problem with commitment. But on this, I'm in 100%.
All right. Thomas Malloy and I, scientific researchers, were working together in Roswell. and we became friends. Our friendship really developed when we were transferred to China after the great disaster of World War III. After some time, Malloy took me into his confidence and showed me what he'd been secretly working on, translating ancient alien hieroglyphics, taken from the crash of that Roswell spacecraft.
So you know what it is he was going to tell me?
No, I don't think so, not really. I knew that he'd been, deciphering these ancient hieroglyphics, some of the symbols that were found there. The dominating symbol seemed to be, or the dominating information seemed to be, that there was a second spacecraft approaching the Earth. And there was a continuing, recurring symbol of a black sun. Mysterious. He didn't get that at all. That really bugged him.
Well, this is all really interesting. But it's not the kind of information somebody kills for.
Tex, screw your head on straight! I'm ready to believe there is a second spacecraft down somewhere on this planet Earth unfound. Now, imagine that spacecraft filled with a technology that none of us have ever dreamed of. Imagine what someone would do to obtain that technology. Imagine what the government would do. Wouldn't it be worth killing for?
You've got one of the boxes, don't you?
I do. Receiving it led me to believe that my friend's life was in danger.
Well, then you probably know more about the boxes than I do.
Variations on a Chinese puzzle box. Thomas had, Tom had maybe 4, 5, or 6 of them made to his specifications while he was in China. Just some kind of a novelty, I think.
Do you know how to open them?
No. Never occurred to me to ask. Now, what do you know about the boxes?
Well, I had one, and the NSA picked me up. They gave me a choice between giving them the box or having my brains blown out.
Recovering that box has got to be our first priority. Otherwise, I doubt we can continue.
That's not going to be easy. I'll see what I can do. Just one more thing. You talked a lot about trusting me. Why should I trust you?
Mr. Murphy, I have more money and other vanities than I could possibly ever use. My purpose in being here, at the center, if there is a center to all this, is to follow the trail towards which my old friend pointed me. I don't know where it will lead, but I intend to reach that end.
I guess we're in business.
$10,000
There's something
space
about
bucks,
Fitzpatrick
please.
that makes me trust him totally, though I have been wrong in that area before. He knows about the boxes, same as Regan does, but their motivations seem to be worlds apart. I figure my best strategy is to stay right here on the middle ground. The fact of the matter is, I want to know what Malloy was going to tell me. That's my motivation. And the first step from here is to recover the box I handed over to the NSA.
Do you have a fax?
Well,
Do you have a fax?
on that annoying note, I am going to save and quit. So that was the first 4 days of Tex Murphy for the Pandora Directive. And to my understanding, there are 10 days in this game. So 4 down and 6 more to go, I guess. But yeah, so that's Tex Murphy. I will not be playing a game tomorrow, I'm sad to say. Nor will I be playing a game on Wednesday, because Panda Space Stan and I will hopefully be playing King's Quest. Rubble Without a Cause, which is the second chapter in the newest King's Quest game. Panda Space Dan says, wow, this is a long game. Yes, it is. And then after Wednesday, I will be actually leaving town for the holidays, and I probably won't be back until after New Year's. So we're just going to have to take a long hiatus from the Adventures of Tex Murphy. But sure enough, I will be back in the new year, the year of 2016, and we will find out what happens with them aliens. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I will see you in 2016. Goodbye.